What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Alex Reviews. So, I'm just going to try and keep this video short. First up, shout out to Brad Allhoff. I know he wanted this video, Forrest Gump movie review, so shout out to Brad. He's been harassing me about it for a long time, so I just decided, well, why the hell not. Also, shout out to Gabe, aka Tap God, aka ASAP Logs. And also shout out to Kissin' Kate Barlow, aka Does Mike Wazowski Wink or Blink? They all wanted to give me them shout outs, so there's your shout out, guys. Alright, so Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is a classic from, I'm trying to remember the date. I'm pretty sure it was 1994. It could have been 1996. I don't know. I might be wrong. I just went and watched the film, though, to do this review on. So, let's just hop right into the review, and yeah. Originality of this film. I really, really like this film. It's a very original story about this guy who's really had a hard life, but he just kind of has to trek through it. It is a little bit reminiscent of something like The Big Lebowski before The Big Lebowski was a thing, but it's they both have their differences, and I can tell that the stories weren't copied and pasted. So, a 5 out of 5 on the originality of Forrest Gump. The predictability of Forrest Gump. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. This is pretty predictable. It's really my only gripe with the film. I really love this film. I really do. It's a classic, and it's a classic for a good reason. Unlike, I don't tend to like most classics, such as The Lion King or such, but I really do like, not The Lion King, but Forrest Gump. It's a good film, but it is predictable. It's really, really predictable. It relates a lot to the book, but it changes some things that I believe are necessary changes. I've read most of the book. I haven't finished it. I mean, I've read the ending and all, but I haven't, read the whole book straight through. But, yeah, it definitely changes things that it needs to be a film and to be a classic, even though I would have liked to keep some of the changes in there. The characters in this film. Love all the characters in this film. They're phenomenal. They're all supportive of Forrest no matter what, and I really, really appreciate that, because that's normally what a friend act like. A lot of times when stories try to do these, oh, let's have this guy be a best friend, the guy doesn't treat the other guy like a best friend. But here, they do. They treat the characters like best friends. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The story and the plot. It's a little bit all over the place. Then again, so is the book, so I really can't fault the movie for that itself. But I do really like it. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 on the story and the plot. The moral of the film. The moral of this film is really phenomenal. I just love everything about this. Is it or will it be dated? This film's not getting dated anytime soon. In fact, this is one of the least dated films that I've ever seen. Even with the commentary, it feels like at least maybe a few years back, but it feels like a late 2000s, early 2010s film instead of a 1990s, early 1990s film. It really feels good. This is a feel-good movie. It really makes you feel good, and it's not dated. It doesn't have this overdated commentary in it. It doesn't have unnecessary things from the 90s, references and such. I mean, it has a couple in there that I can't think of any off the top of my head, but it's really good. So, a 5 out of 5. The pacing of the film. Pacing of the film is really, really good. It's so fast, and I love that about this, especially when the story is a bit scattered, so it kind of needs to be a bit faster paced. So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. There are moments where I believe that it goes a bit too slow, and it's essential to the plot, but it's just not interesting stuff. So, yeah, 4 out of 5 on the pacing. Impact of this film. This is one of the most impactful films that I've ever watched. It really is. So much stuff happens to this guy, and he trudges on through, and he's a fucking trooper, dude. I love Forrest Gump. I really do love the character. I mean, I love everyone, but Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks does an amazing job as Forrest Gump. The target audience, does it hit the target audience and beyond? I've never seen a person say that they even just thought that Forrest Gump was okay. I mean, really. I've never seen anyone that said that. So 10 out of 10. The relatability of this film, Forrest Gump's story may seem a bit too unrealistic because of all the stuff that he goes through, but for the most part, it is relatable enough. So I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. The acting. The acting in this film. Here are the actors in this film. Tom Hanks, of course, plays Forrest Gump. Robin Wright plays Jenny, who's the best friend. Gary Sinise is Lieutenant Dan. An amazing actor right there. Nicolette Williamson, sorry if I mispronounced the name, is Bubba, Forrest Gump's friend. And then Sally Field plays the mom, Forrest Gump's mom at the beginning of the movie. And it's directed by Robert Zemeckis. I don't know much of what else he has done, but he did a really good job with this film, so good job, Robert Zemeckis. The overall enjoyment, the acting got a 10 out of 10, by the way, I don't know if I said that. And the overall enjoyment I got out of this film, I loved this film. This film felt, it made me feel good. Even though so many bad things happen, it still made me feel good. And normally, I hate those kind of movies, but this one just does certain little things that just make you feel good. And it doesn't just make you feel good, it makes you feel great. And that's what this kind of plot needs to do. If you're going to do something like this, and you're going to have a character go through tragedy, but then he overcomes it, it doesn't need to make you feel good in the end. It needs to make you feel great. It needs to make you feel like, wow, that man is a trooper. And I feel like Forrest Gump is one of the biggest film troopers. I really do. I like coining that phrase, film trooper. Just someone who's gone through so much, but in the end, they're amazing. So, overall, I give Forrest Gump a 9 out of 10. A phenomenal classic that I really can't stop watching. And I'd only seen this film, I believe, once or twice before I just rewatched it. And I honestly did not get this film. But now that I watched it again, I realize its brilliance. I realize what everyone's gushing over. This is a good film. If you have not seen it, you've been living under a rock. But if you haven't seen it, go watch it right now. It's an amazing film. So, Forrest Gump, great film. You're welcome, Brad. You can now stop bugging me. But yeah, it was fun to do. So thank you for giving me an actual good film to do. Next up. So, in my English class, we're doing, we're reading and watching this book, Of Mice and Men. That's where I had all the shout-outs written on, and that's what I was reading them from. But anyways, yeah, we're reading Of Mice and Men, and we're watching the movie alongside it. So I figured, I'll take it into my hand, I'll review this film. So whenever we finish watching Of Mice and Men, we just started today, which is yesterday if you're watching this the day that I upload this, which will be Wednesday. So we started this on Tuesday, January 24th, and man, I think we'll finish it probably by Friday, which means I could probably get you guys another video next Wednesday. If we finish it even if we finish it like Monday of next week, I still think that I can get it out to you on Wednesday. If not, it might be next Saturday or something. But yeah, Of Mice and Men, so far from what I've seen, it's okay. We're only 15 minutes in, and it's a 2-hour long film. So yeah. But also Lieutenant Dan's in that film, so I'll be talking about 2 90s classics with Lieutenant Dan in it. So, if you like the video, hit the like button, comment down below what you want me to review, or what you want us to react to on Rockin' the Reaction Boat next. And, like the video, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell right beside the subscribe button so you never miss a video by The Disney Nerd. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.